Hey, Amelia. Long time no see. How's it going? I have something important to tell you. It's about your future. Your marriage specifically. So don't ignore me, okay? Wait, marriage? Hold on. Who are you? There's no way I'm getting married. I mean, I'm Amelia, but maybe you've got the wrong person with the same name and contact info. I've definitely got the right person here. It's me, Elizabeth, your mom. Don't you dare tell me you forgot about me. Elizabeth? My mother? I don't see you as my mother. Looks like you remembered me after all. You blocked my number, didn't you? What a terrible child. That's why I reached out with a different number. I'm terrible? You were Dad's fling, and the minute Mom got sick and passed away, you swooped in like you've been waiting for it. Marrying my dad and trying to kick me and my sisters out? Don't you dare act like you've forgotten that. You even said, I'm your new mom now. But a week later, you were the one who decided we were a burden and kicked us out, right? But you see, at first, I thought I'd try my best to become a mother. But since I got pregnant, it's inevitable, right? Like, obviously, my own baby's gonna be cuter than anyone else's, right? But it's not right to kick us out like that. We were still in high school. I'll never forgive you or Dad for that, ever. Well, talking to your own mother like that. You're seriously cheeky, you know? Stop pretending to be my mother. My only beloved mom passed away from illness 2 years ago. And finding out about the pregnancy then, it means Dad was probably cheating while Mom was sick. I don't even see him as a father anymore. He's just a scumbag. You're so rude. This is why we got rid of you. So you called just to say that? I don't have time for this. Are we done? Wait, didn't I say I called about your marriage? Oh, seriously, what are you talking about? Me getting married? Yeah, that's the deal. Even your dad's cool with it, so there's no saying no. That asshole? Listen, you're having your wedding at the Hilton Hotel in LA City on the first Saturday of next month, starting at 11 a.m. Your partner is a total elite. Be grateful, okay? He's an heir to a billionaire family. You won't get a chance to meet someone like that again. Plus, they're covering all the expenses. We'll handle all the preparations ourselves too. Just show up at the designated place at 8:30 a.m. on the big day. Got it? Who in the world would understand all that nonsense you're saying and just go along with it? Count me out. I can't get married anyway. Of course, I won't even bother showing up at the venue. That's all. I'm out. You better come. No excuses. If you don't, you'll upset your partner. It's not cool for the bride to bail out with so many guests invited, right? You're grown up enough to get that, aren't you? If you don't come, I won't ever forgive you. Gianna, guess what? You'll never believe this. What's wrong? Why are you freaking out? Seriously, I can't even calm down. That person I blocked somehow contacted me from a different number. And out of the blue, acting all mom-like. Trying to take over my wedding plans. Can you believe it? What? Acting all mom-like? Could it be Elizabeth? Yeah, exactly. At first, I had no idea who it was, but when she told me it's her, I nearly had a heart attack. What is she talking about your wedding? She can't just decide that stuff for someone. And come on, you getting married? No way, not happening. Right? And to top it off, That asshole is supposedly on board with it too. Just because the other person's some heir to a billionaire family, we're supposed to be thankful? Makes no sense. That scumbag, I don't even see him as a father. And he's even worse than I thought. Did he forget how old you are? Well, it's pointless to expect anything from that jerk, so whatever. But being told out of the blue about the wedding plans and ordered to show up at the venue at 8:30 a.m. on the day? I can totally just ignore that, right? Duh, obviously. By the way, when did they say it was happening? They said it's happening on the first Saturday of the month after next. That's the day we're supposed to meet, right? Yeah, exactly. So either way, it's a no-go. Right. Getting more messages from her would be annoying. Might as well block her new number to save the trouble, huh? Yeah, I'll do that. I can't wait to see you. Me too. Bye. I know I already told you everything about the schedule and all, but just making sure everything's good with the timing, right? I'm reaching out just in case because if you don't show up, it's gonna be a big mess. I could still cancel at the last minute now, but it'll be impossible later. If there's absolutely no way you can make it, let me know today. Well, even if you say it's impossible, I won't take no for an answer. Anyway, see you as planned in a month. Don't be late. It's at 8:30. Hey, it's past 8:30. What the hell are you doing? Where on earth are you? I told you not to be late, remember? The ceremony starts in 2 hours. You better hurry up and get ready or we'll be out of time. Hello? Can you at least respond? Hey, seriously, you're not thinking of bailing on me last minute, are you? Seriously, it's gonna be a mess if you don't show up. Please, just answer the phone. Please, pick up the phone. I'll keep calling until you answer. Seriously, what's up with all this? This is annoying. Who the hell are you? It's me, Elizabeth. Wait, you've been blocking my calls this whole time? I've been trying to reach out, but no response at all. It seemed weird, so I checked a message I sent you a month ago. And you haven't even opened it, so I figured you blocked me. That's why I had to borrow a phone from a relative just to get in touch. So, where are you now? The wedding's in an hour and a half. You need to get into your dress and do your makeup now or we won't make it. Can you come right away? Oh, it's today. I'm not going. What? Are you serious? I told you to come today at 8:30. I never once said I was coming. In fact, I'm pretty sure I made it clear that I wasn't, didn't I? Hey, didn't I tell you the partner's an elite? His family is getting mad that you're late. There's no way you can bail after all this. You don't have the right to refuse. You're the bride, for goodness sake. Get to the wedding pronto. Do you want to embarrass your parents in front of the groom's billionaire family? Are you seriously still trying to act like my mom? I've said it before. I only have one mom. The one I love, who's in heaven now. Don't ever try to act like my mom again. Even if I'm not your biological mother, it's an undeniable fact that my husband is your father, right? I still haven't forgiven him for ditching us after marrying you. And now, you two are trying to sell me off to some rich guy? I don't see that jerk as my dad at all. And, hello, I can't even get married, so there's that. Huh? What are you even saying? Whether you can or can't get married isn't the issue here. You're supposed to marry into some billionaire family. I don't care if you've got a crush or just aren't ready for marriage yet. But that kind of selfishness isn't gonna fly, okay? Yeah, I can't even imagine tying the knot anytime soon. I'm telling you, that kind of selfishness isn't allowed. It's not being selfish. I'm only 15. I can't get married. What? There's no way. I even checked with your father. Don't make up some random lie just because you don't want to get married. I'm not lying. Maybe that jerk got the wrong idea. I'm just a freshman in high school. It's ridiculous how you can act all motherly when you don't even know basic stuff like that, right? It's just so frustrating. No way. You're lying. You should be working by now, right? High schooler? Seriously? This is just nuts. You can't run away from this. I even know where you live, so I'm coming to get you. If you try to run, I'll chase you forever. You don't want that, do you? So just sit tight and behave. Got it? You know where I live? There's no way you could know that, though. Shut up and stop whining. I'm downstairs at your apartment right now. We're really pressed for time. Hurry up and come out. Elizabeth, where the hell do you think you are? I'm right here in front of your apartment in Gardena. I'm waiting downstairs. I see. Well, I moved out of there 6 months ago. Huh? I never heard about that. We're not even family, so there's no need for me to inform you about anything. When did you leave? Well, my older sister got married, so I figured I'd be in the way if I stuck around. I'm staying at my aunt's place now. Huh? What do you mean? Your older sister? You're not the eldest? No, I'm the youngest. And Gianna is the eldest. Oh, I've been totally confused, thinking you were Gianna. I borrowed your father's phone and got your number. How did this even happen? Now you know that it wasn't a lie when I said I'm 15, right? Then I'll marry off Gianna. Where is she? Tell her to come to the wedding venue right away. I guess you haven't read my messages properly. I did say I moved out because my sister got married, didn't I? No way. So what about today's wedding? I mean, we can't just pretend like it never happened. Especially after being told the heir of a billionaire family was getting married for us. What are we going to do? Even if my sister wasn't married, and even if I was old enough to get married, I have no intention of marrying that person. Why should I listen to you or that jerk of a father? I'd rather be 6 feet under than follow your orders. Don't say things like that. This could be a big opportunity for you, you know? Marrying into a rich family isn't a bad deal at all. I'll negotiate with them to wait for you until you turn 18. Why are you so insistent on marrying me off to that person? Well, you see, your father's company is going through a tough time. So I was brainstorming how to fix it. When I found out about this wealthy guy who's still single and his dad is in a bind. Plus, he's into younger women. So when I showed him Gianna's picture, he really liked her. He promised to help out the company if she marries him. That's why it's such a big deal. Into younger women, you say? How old is this guy you're talking about? He's 42. Huh? My sister's only 22, you know. And you were trying to hook her up with some old dude? All for the company's sake? Well, I had a feeling it was something like that, but you and my father are really something. Perfect match, huh? I'm desperate too, you know. There's no other way around it. Plus, you guys would be in trouble too if your dad's company went under, right? It's not going to affect us or anything. I don't consider that asshole family. Is that all? I'm heading to meet my sister now. I have a flight to catch. Don't bother trying to reach out. I won't be available. A flight? Where does she live? She lives happily where her husband was born and raised. I won't tell you where, though. Oh, by the way, seems like you've got the wrong idea, so let me set it straight. We're way more well-off than you guys. Huh? You guys? My husband may be going through a rough patch in business, but he's still the CEO, you know? That can't be right. Oh, didn't you know? My mom's like a real-life heiress. She must have caught into that jerk's cheating, because she left a will to make sure he didn't inherit anything from her. So my sister and I inherited our dear mom's fortune. You're joking, right? No, I'm not. Anyway, we're not in need of money, and we're not interested in any wealthy pervs. I'm off to catch my flight. Goodbye. Wait, what am I going to tell them? Gianna, I just landed. Hey, Amelia. That was fast. I thought you were gonna land around 4 p.m. If you can wait another hour, I can come pick you up. Don't worry. I wanted to go somewhere by myself, so I took an early flight. I'll tell you the details when I see you. But remember when Elizabeth just went ahead and picked out my future spouse for me? How could I forget about that? I forgot about that, but the wedding was today. Oh yeah. She was blowing up my phone. I was texting her until my flight. It seems like she got me and you all mixed up. So that's what it was all about. Trying to marry you off seemed pretty odd to me. Now I get why they were so keen on marrying you off to that heir of a wealthy family. Turns out, that jerk of a dad's company is tanking. So, their plan was to marry you off to save the family business. Can you believe the audacity? That asshole! Well, the wedding time's long gone. And I bet the groom is furious by now. But there's no way I'm letting them have their way, no matter what they think. Right. Oh God, I got a message from her again. Are you still going to continue talking to her? Nope. I'm just curious what she's gonna say. No plans to reply. I'll fill you in later. Okay. The partner is seriously mad about this whole situation. And now they're backing out of helping your father's company. Plus, they want us to foot the bill for the whole wedding. Can you believe it? They were supposed to cover it, but now they've changed their minds because of what you guys did. And this was supposed to be a big wedding, costing $60,000. We don't have that kind of cash lying around. Didn't you say you weren't struggling financially? Well, if that's the case, then why don't you cover the wedding expenses? And what about helping out with your father's company? Hey, text me back. Please help us. I think karma finally got my father and his wife Elizabeth. I blocked Elizabeth's number again. After that, my father's company went bankrupt. He had to sell the house we lived in to pay severance to the employees and cancellation fees for the wedding. Now, I heard from a mutual acquaintance that he has moved to an old and small apartment. Elizabeth quit her job after marrying my father and was just indulging in luxury. She tried working part-time, but couldn't endure it and quit. Apparently, she and my asshole father are constantly fighting. It's really unfortunate for their child who's still little. Divorce might just be a matter of time, but it's none of my business.
Oh my god. Robin, you'll never believe what just happened to me. I got engaged!
What? Seriously? You're right, I don't believe it. I mean, who would want to marry you?
My boyfriend. You know, Dean, the man I've been dating for the last 14 months.
Dean? As in millionaire Dean?
Well, yeah. Who else would I be talking about? Why are you so shocked that he's asked me to marry him?
Well, I mean, look at you and then look at me. Who would you rather marry? I know my answer, and a lot of men would say the same.
Well, Dean wouldn't. He loves me and I love him.
If you say so.
I do.
Okay then, geez. I'm just going to go if you're going to be so snappy and rude.
Yeah, sure. That's probably for the best. Allison, sweetie, I heard the news that you are engaged. How come you didn't tell me? Huh? How did you find out? I was hoping to tell you later this evening. That's why I called you and asked if you wanted to go to dinner. Well, Holly told me, of course. Honestly, I can't believe you didn't tell me yourself. Were you trying to hide it from me? I am your mother, you know. You really shouldn't keep things like this from me. I wasn't trying to keep anything from you. I was going to tell you tonight. I just wanted to make a nice occasion out of it. Yeah, as if. Holly told me that you were going to try and keep it to yourself. What? Well, I know now anyway, so that's that. Yeah, I guess it is. Well, we can still have that dinner. It would still be nice to see you and celebrate this, don't you reckon? Also, what do you think? I'm really excited for this and I can't wait for the wedding. I've already started looking at dresses online, lol. I just couldn't help myself. Of course, you'll be there to help me pick out my actual dress and everything. We'll make a day of it. Well, actually, about that, I think we need to talk. Huh? What about? I don't want you marrying Dean. What? You're joking, right? Of course I'm going to marry the man that I love. No, I'm not joking. You really can't marry him. Well, why not? Because your sister needs to marry him. What? Holly? Yes. Why on earth does she need to marry my fiancé, the man who I've been dating for ages now? Well, you might not know this, but your sister has fallen on some pretty difficult times lately, financially speaking, I mean. I think everyone knows that Holly has no money, Mom. She gambles it all away or spends it on alcohol or clothes or whatever. She has no idea how to be financially responsible at all. Don't talk about your sister like that. She's not irresponsible at all. It's everyone else's fault that she's down on her luck. She just needs some help is all. Is that what she told you? That's ridiculous. She's the one who has access to her money, so she's the only one who can spend it or whatever. It's what she spends it on that's the problem. Look, whatever the reason, Holly needs someone to help her out financially. And considering that Dean is a millionaire, he has plenty of money to support Holly. They would make quite a cute couple as well. So you need to tell Dean that you're not going to marry him and that Holly is going to take your place instead. No, that's just crazy. I'm not going to do that. I love Dean and I'm not going to just tell him that he has to marry Holly simply because you said so, Mom. Look, it is beyond your abilities to marry a millionaire. Hand over your fiancé or stop calling me Mom. Okay, Robin, are you good? Huh? Well, considering you just told me to stop calling you Mom if I wouldn't hand my fiancé over, then I guess I'll have to start calling you by your name, Robin. Are you serious? You're actually going to choose some man over your own mother? You're going to ruin our relationship simply because you're too selfish to just do what I say and let your sister have your fiancé? I'm the selfish one? You're the one who has told me that if I want to remain your daughter, then I have to give my little sister the man who I love. That is so selfish. I can't actually believe you would try and make me do something like that. You're supposed to be our mother. Both of ours. Which means that you don't demand that I leave my fiancé for my sister to have him. If she has financial troubles, then she needs to go to a bank or something and ask for help. Not try and steal the man I love simply because he happens to be a millionaire. Oh, please. As if he just happens to be a millionaire. The only reason you started dating him was because he was rich. Don't deny it. That is just so not true. I didn't even know he was rich until like 6 months into our relationship because he wanted to keep it quiet and see if I liked him simply for him, which I did. I couldn't care if he had millions of dollars or none at all. That's kind of the whole point of the for richer or poorer part of the vows in a wedding. Ugh, what kind of big sister are you if you're not even willing to help your baby sister out, huh? If she had come to me and asked for my help, I would have gladly given it to her. But getting you to demand that I give her my fiancé isn't helping her. It's enabling her because she won't learn or bother to become financially responsible. You and your financial responsibility. Give it a rest already. Nobody cares. Okay then, fine. But know this. I'm not giving up my fiance just because you and Holly want me to. It's not happening. And if you and Holly can't accept that, then don't bother coming to the wedding. Oh, we'll be at the wedding. Just you wait and see.
Allison, okay, you really need to stop playing around now and just hand Dean over to me. We can sort this all out. Me and Mom went and got me a wedding dress, so all I have to do is turn up as the bride in your place. You've been denying me what should clearly be my future husband for like 8 months now, ever since you first got engaged. It's not funny anymore. My debts have only gotten bigger, so I need to marry Dean.
That's not happening, Holly. You need to accept that.
Ugh, just stop being so mean. You know what? Fine. You want to play like that?
What are you on about now?
You thought you were so smart not giving me or Mom an invite to your wedding, didn't you? Well, we found out the date anyway. Ha!
What? When is it?
July 19th.
That's...
Speechless, aren't you? Well, you might want to keep an eye out because there'll be 2 brides at this wedding. Then we'll see just who Dean wants to marry.
You'd really do that to your older sister?
Yeah. I'm way more important than you. When will you get that through your thick head?
I see. Well then, I guess this is the end of us being sisters.
Huh?
I'm not going to be sisters with someone who so willingly wants to ruin my life. I have much better friends than you, who I consider more of a sister than I do you right now.
Fine then. Be like that. I don't want you as a sister anyway. I'll see you on your wedding day.
Uh-huh.
Allison? What's going on? Where is everyone? The guests, the bridesmaids and groomsmen, the groom? There's no one here. Allison!
Oh, it's you. Look, I'm trying to enjoy my honeymoon here, so if you could stop messaging me, that would be great.
Honeymoon? What? You need to be married to have a honeymoon.
Yeah, I am.
What? How is that possible? The wedding is today.
Actually, the wedding was 2 days ago.
But I was told it was today.
Uh-huh, I know. I told everyone to tell you or Mom that if you came snooping about, looking for the date.
Why would you do that?
Because I knew that you'd both try to ruin my special day if I didn't. You two are so caught up in yourselves and all of your selfish wants that you don't care who you hurt as long as you get what you want. I knew that if I didn't take some measures against you, then anything could happen, and I wasn't willing to risk that.
So you just let me turn up at a random place dressed in a stupid wedding dress? All so that you could, what, trick me? Do you know how embarrassed I was? It was like I was some sad loser who didn't even know that she didn't have a wedding going on.
I wasn't trying to trick you. I was trying to keep you away from my wedding and my new life. Although I bet it would have been funny to see you turn up and realize that no one was there, lol.
Ugh, I hate you.
I'm not too keen on you right now either. And because of that, I'm going to tell you once and only once. I don't want you messaging me anymore. I don't want any contact with you whatsoever. You and Mom are out of my life for good now.
What?
With how you two have treated me, I know that if I keep you in my life, all that's going to happen is that you'll keep badgering me for money or favors or whatever. I'm not going to let you ruin my life like that. Unless you both can be mature and act like proper adults who can take responsibility for themselves, then I want nothing to do with you.
But you can't do that. At least give me some money as compensation.
No. I don't have to give you anything. Maybe if you had just come to me and asked for my help, I could have done something to help you with your situation. But instead, you demanded that I leave my fiancé so that you could marry him. No proper sister would do that. Anyway, I'm going to go and enjoy my honeymoon. Goodbye, Holly. After that, I blocked my mom and sister from my contacts and social media. Me and Dean moved to a lovely place a few states over from my family, and we are both currently very happy with one another and how our lives are going. As for my sister, she has yet to find a millionaire to sucker into marrying her so that she could take all of his money for herself. The last I heard, she had to arrange a special payment plan with the bank in order to start paying off all her debts. Whether or not that will help her become more financially responsible, I have no clue, but I can only hope it will lead to good outcomes. Sometimes in life, even though it might seem cruel or mean, you need to let those closest to you suffer the consequences of their actions so that they can learn and grow into a better version of themselves. If I had given my sister what she wanted, my fiancé, she would never learn the value of money and of spending within her means. She can't go through life expecting everyone else to deal with her problems. Hopefully, she learns this lesson and is able to move on with a better ability to look after herself financially.